Alright, welcome back everybody. Let's see if I can get this up a little bit. There we go. So, I was planning on having this done today, but I worked last night. So, I slept a little late, so it's going to take me a little bit longer. But luckily I've still got plenty of time before the guy needs it. So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to gum track the edges, which is just rounding over the edges and this using the gum track or gum trag'ing. I did a little video on it because again that was one of the things no one ever explained how it worked. So if the camera wobbles, I do apologize. It's really windy outside, and I'm still getting used to this thing my wife set up for me. So I'm gonna bend you down a little bit. I've got everything I need set up. A little water bowl, container, gum track, and I'm just gonna show you. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing because it's all the same. So I'm just going to show you how I do this, and yeah, hopefully this will be a nice little short one. So the way I like to do it is just come around, wet the edges, get your little bit of gum track, and just a nice little thin layer. I actually almost started stitching this together before I did this, and then I would have been kicking myself in the ass. Sorry, but forgot I gotta be kind of polite. So, what I used gum track for, and I'm not sure exactly, and if you watch the other video, you know I don't exactly know what it's supposed to do. I know what I use it for, which is taking these, see if I can get it to focus, these sharp edges and just kind of rounding them out. So you can get in there real easy and just kind of bend it over. It said you can get the gum track in like a liquid form, a solid, and the way I have it, which is kind of a gel. So every once in a while you get a little round up at the edge and you just do it like that. So you can see the difference. Okay, I haven't done this one yet. And that's the one I just did. It just looks a lot cleaner. You know, it's not a lot more rounded off. I'm actually gonna hit this part again. So yeah, so if you're like me and you don't have all the nice rounding punches and different sizes and things like that, so you've got to cut off your angles and then come back and round them. It is possible. Well, I want this thing focused. See if I get out of the way. There we go. See how nice and clean that looks? You know, it takes some of the burr off the edges, takes that hard edge out. So, again, hopefully I can figure out how to work all this stuff a little bit better. So, that's real quick. I'm not gonna bore you to death with that. I'll come back probably when we take this apart and restitch it, because again we gotta have the white contrast stitching. I'm gonna gum track these edges, and then of course I've got to do the whole thing. So this did actually dry for 2 or 3 days because I had to work and I didn't have time in between work to come do it. So yeah, I mean, it's actually pretty even for the most part. And again, the Resolene or the Super Sheen, whatever you use, that'll kind of smooth it out a lot more. So I'll go ahead and cut you off, and I think I'm actually going to end up just uploading these videos one at a time instead of trying to figure out how to tie them all together, because right now we just don't have the money to pay for a program. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with more leather holster work and fun things and stitching and gum track and rounding edges. That's going to be wonderful. Stay tuned, guys.